Hey everyone, in this DIY I'm going to show you how I made this super cute and inexpensive fairy in a bottle. You'll need some acrylic paint in whatever color you'd like your fairy to be, a brush, I chose a sponge brush but it can be any paintbrush, and some glue. I chose a strong, fast drying gel glue, but any glue should work except for super glue. You'll need a glass jar with a cork top, any size or shape will work, and some styrofoam balls in a size that will fit into your jar. I got these in the floral section of Hobby Lobby. Lastly, you'll need clear thread or filament, a decorative paper for the wings, and any extra decorations for your jar, like this baker's twine. The first step is to paint our styrofoam ball with our acrylic paint. I did this by placing it on the end of a needle so it was easier to hold. And while I chose a sponge brush to do this, really any brush would work. Just make sure that you put a generous amount of paint and give it ample time to dry. After the paint was dry, I removed the ball from the needle and sketched out the wings on a plain sheet of paper. Once I was happy with the shape, I transferred that to my decorative paper and cut the shape out twice. I was originally going to use vellum paper for the wings for a sort of translucent look, but my sister helped me find this glitter one instead and I liked it a lot more. I will say though, this project was very messy because that glitter got everywhere. To stick the two sides of the wings together, I used double-sided tape. I didn't list this in the materials as you can use tape, glue, or whatever else you may have on hand. Folding the wings in half, I found the general area I wanted them to rest on my styrofoam ball, then using an X-Acto knife, I carved a small divot in the ball and glued the wings into place. I already owned this gel glue, so it doesn't count towards the project price, but it worked really well. Most glues should work, but I wouldn't recommend white glue or super glue. Now that our fairy's put together, it's time to assemble the rest. Taking my clear thread, I laced it through a needle and pushed that through the styrofoam ball. Tying a knot in the end that rests on the fairy's bottom, I touched a dot of my glue to it to ensure it wouldn't come loose over time. I then took the other end of the thread and using a needle, pushed it through the cork top of the jar. The width of the fairy's wings mostly keep her in place, but the thread will help her maintain the floating look. Once I had the thread at the length I wanted it, I tied it around the cork and used a dot of glue to keep it in place. At this point, your fairy in a jar is basically done. From here you can add any little extras you may like. In my case, I added a thin rope looking twine as I thought it gave a little more of a rustic and cute look to the project. And there you have it, a super cute fairy in a bottle ready to heal and protect you wherever you may go. Feel free to customize this project with fun colors, wings, LEDs, or anything else you may enjoy using. Thank you so much for watching this DIY, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.